pre-season virtually out of the way, how much are you looking forward to getting out there proper this Saturday?
Always look forward to it. Everybody wants the end of pre-season, every footballer does. It's hard work, hard graft, and everybody just wants to get to the real thing. When it means something, you get points on the board for winning games. Everybody looks forward to that. Even fans, the whole club, I think clubs up and down country, everybody's optimistic, clean slate for everybody. And who knows what can happen.
And League Two this year, just looking at it with any kind of brief analysis, looks hugely competitive, and with that, tremendously exciting, given the volume of teams, of which Doncaster Rovers are one, that are expected to be challenging for at least the playoffs this year.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult, very good teams in it. There's obviously Wrexham as well, so a lot of coverage will come on League Two, which I think is a good thing, and it helps that there are a lot of strong teams this season in it. It's going to be interesting, exciting, and yeah, I think we're definitely part of that promotion push, and that's what we're aiming for and what we want.
How have you found adapting to life here at Doncaster, and what Grant McCann wants you to do as being part of this team?
I've loved it. It's been different. You can maybe with hindsight now look at it and say it's a new challenge, fresh start for me, something different to get my teeth into. Even at my age, you still learn and pick up different things. So I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed getting to know new people quickly. You've got to get to know them quick, work out names of all the different staff and people about the club, which I've tried to do. I'm getting old, so I'm forgetful with stuff like that. It is hard, but I'm trying my best, even if it's just all right, mate. How's it going? But that's been good. I've enjoyed doing that side of it. And then with the manager, what he wants from me, just be myself and what I've done all my career. I ain't going to change. And hopefully I've done well throughout my career, and that's why he's brought me in and wants me as captain, and just keep doing what I've done. No difference.
To be the captain of any team is clearly a great honour. People look at captaincy from a football perspective, obviously as a kind of leadership role, less so than maybe getting involved in tactics and all that type of thing, say like cricket captains might do. Yeah. But this year, a greater emphasis and importance has been put on that role, because the EFL and all these rule changes say that the captain has to stop all of his teammates from surrounding the referee. Who have you had a word with?
I don't know how I'm going to do that, to be honest, especially when I'm away from where it's all happening. For me to get involved in stuff like that straight away, well, if I'm sprinting, other lads will sprint towards it and it's just chaos. I will try my best, and I've always got on really well with referees. As being the captain and the leader, I try and be the good person involved and try and speak the right way to the ref. I will try and push people away if I can see it happening. That's my sort of role on the pitch. It always has been. Don't get me wrong, I do get frustrated at times, and everybody does. But yeah, with these new rules coming in, more bookings for players when they surround the referee, I've definitely got to be more switched on to that and not just leave lads to it. Sometimes I do leave them to it, and that's what you need sometimes. But with these rules coming in, we'll have to look at it a bit differently, and I've got more to my role than just playing and organising everybody.
Is it something that you are going to, or perhaps have had a word about with anyone, all of them, etc.? Or is it just, look, see how it goes? If something kicks off on Saturday, there'd be a review sort of on Monday about what needed to be done differently?
No, we've spoke about it. We all know. We don't want to take that edge away from the competitive edge that all the players have and want. You want to win. So if a decision goes against you, you're not going to be happy. But everybody's aware of the rules, what the changes are. So everybody knows to try and control it. But I don't want to take too much off the lads. But I know that my role will come into it, and the refs will speak to the captains and see that side to it.
The other thing about all these changes, there will be a more forensic look at timekeeping. And I know the headline is, look, World Cup style sort of periods of added time. Do you think that this is a good thing for the game, if the ball is in play much longer, all that type of thing? And look, if teams end up playing 10 minutes of injury time, that just means get on with it a bit quicker, doesn't it? How do you as a player sum up these changes?
Yeah, I can see where they're coming from, and there isn't an issue with that. I do agree with the ball needs to be in play longer. That's what the whole point of the game is. And depends what score it is. That's what all players will say. If it's going for us and we're winning 1-0, well, we want it over as quick as possible. We will time waste. But if we're losing, we're happy when 10 minutes goes up. So swings and roundabouts all the time. For me, as an older player, if I seen 10, 15 minutes go up on injury time board, I'm like, oh no, what's going on here? You want it over. So only suggestion I'd make to that, because I've thought about it, how can the watches be synced and the scoreboard? So in my mind, as an older player, when the ball goes out or a goal goes in, all the clocks stop to the referee's watch. So we play to 40. I think it happens does it happen in basketball or rugby do it as well, don't they?
Yeah.
So mentally in my mind, yeah, we might have played 10, 15 minutes over, but I can look at the scoreboard and see 89, and then when it's 90, we're done. So that's what as an older player, that's what I'd prefer. But I can see where it's all going to help the game. I can see why they're doing it. We've just got to, as players, just adapt to it and get on with it. We can't affect anything and change it, can we? They're the rules. We've just got to get on with it, similar to the bookings with the referees and the people surrounding them.
Just on that one, Richard, then how hard is a match day getting to that 90? It sounds pretty tough.
Yeah, every 90 minutes is. But that's why I love playing football. I love putting my body through pain for some weird reason. And I like that, and I always have done, and that's why I'm still playing now, because that's what I train all week for. That's what I keep putting myself out there to play 90 minutes or 100 minutes or 115 minutes now every week. Yeah, it's just something that we love doing, and can't wait for everybody to be here on Saturday, fans, and watch us do our stuff.
Hopefully, yeah. This club, it obviously means an awful lot to an awful lot of people. What does it mean to be the new captain of Doncaster Rovers?
Yeah, really proud for me. I didn't expect it. When I signed, I didn't expect to be anything. I just wanted to come in and keep my career going. When I spoke to Grant, like the sound of what were happening at the club, players that we brought in, and it's just a really positive place now. But to then be made captain, it's just a nice honour, and it makes me realise that I must be doing all right and done a decent job in my career.
Yeah. To
then be given it so early on, really.
Yeah, it seems like you settled in really well. Obviously, it was a big change, 9 years at one place and then come in here.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that was easy.
Easier than I thought it'd be. I seem to just settle straight in, hit it off with all the lads. I've got on great with everybody. I just try my best to be a good person, and that's what I believe in all the time, good people, and if you are, then you'll get on with people, and hopefully my standards and how I train and how I lead by example hopefully rubs off on everybody else, and we have a good season.
Yeah, it's early days, you've been in a few successful teams. How do you feel this team is starting to shape up?
Yeah, it's been good. Last couple of games have been good. Starting to get the manager's messages, starting to click as a team, and we just need a good start. But as the more games we play together, I think the better rhythm we'll get in, and it's just been consistent. We need to be consistent throughout the season.
Do you think that good start is important then?
It is, yeah. Yeah. Well, every team's same this time of year. Everybody thinks that if we have a good start, we can have a good season. It's not the be all and end all. Don't get me wrong; it's a long old season, but if we can get 3 points, it puts smiles on people's faces. The fans are already positive, so if we can get a win on Saturday, everybody goes home happy, and it's like, yes, come on, we'll just keep momentum building and take it from there.
Your boys, I know you said you're close to your two sons. Did they be there on Saturday for you?
No, they're not. No. There won't be a game. They're away at the moment. It's school holidays, isn't it? So they're gutted that they're not going to be able to make it, but they'll be back for the next league game.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So they'll be going to home and away games.
Oh, they're football mad, are they? Yeah.
They'll be travelling all over. They want to tick off as many grounds as they can.
Yeah.
So they've ticked off quite a few already. They're trying to do full 92, but I said I doubt I'll be able to keep playing that long to play all 92 teams.
Yeah.
But they've done all right with it, and they're obsessed with football.
Yeah.
They love coming to watch me, and that's another reason why I'm still playing, for them to get to experience and see that. It's very good. My youngest were in last week.
Oh,
met all the players who were on the pitch playing with the young Rovers or whatever it were called, and he's messing about with the players and that, having a bit of banter with them. He's not shy.
Do you you don't have to keep an eye on them in the stands, do you? Make sure they're behaving themselves when
No, my missus brings them. They're not old enough yet to go to games on their own. My eldest is talking about it, going on supporters bus and going with fans to away games. We're not at that stage yet, but I always give them a wave before every game and after every game, and it's just nice that they're there, and that's my. that's my why. That's my why I play football and why I'm still going.
Yeah, the most consistent partnership in pre-season has been yourself and Joseph Alowu at the back. What do you think of him as a talent?
Yeah, he's been good. I like him. He's rapid, very fast.
Yeah.
So he can get out of trouble quite easy. I'm just trying to help him with other bits to his game, and he definitely he's got all the attributes to be a very good player. So hopefully he can have a good season with Doncaster and see what happens with his career.
Have you? I don't know if you played with Bobby Faulkner yet. Are you two alongside one another?
I've trained with him. Obviously, he's been training. Another very young, but he's quick as well.
Yeah,
for a big lad, he can shift. So he's got a lot to learn. Obviously, it seems years ago since I was that age, but as a central defender, he's got plenty of years ahead of him. But looks a good talent, and looking forward to playing with him and helping him.
Yeah, you mentioned doing some coaching in the youth team and stuff. Have you started that yet?
No, not yet. I've got a meeting actually after this now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try and sort out some times and get over on night times with the young lads in the academy and try and help what I can there and progress my coaching badges on. That's what the aim is. But my main aim is playing. Yeah. So it won't disrupt anything playing wise. I won't be stood on my feet for ages before a game coaching. I'll only do it at certain times when I feel I can. And if I'm starting to feel tired from games, I'll bypass the coaching. That's not important at the moment.
Yeah, final one from me. Joe Ironside, I spoke to him, and I think he said he played against you, so he already knew you coming in. He said you'd had some tough battles. I just wondered, he told me how hard it is to play against you. How hard did you find playing against him?
Yeah, he's decent. He's strong. That's what I said to him when we first met. I can't remember what it was. It must have been first day of training. At least we don't have to bang heads now. Yeah. Because the amount of times I banged into him during when we were playing was a lot. I said just go steady in training. But he's good. His older player's very good, and I think this formation that we're playing and where he's in the focal point in the team, his older player's excellent. So he'll be very good, and he's scored some great goals in training when I've been watching, been playing against him. Good headers, good man in the box. So we just need crosses in the box, and hopefully can get a fair few goals for us this season.
Yeah. Final one then. Doncaster might not have the biggest budget. You mentioned Wrexham. There's a few other clubs we could go through. What do you think you guys have got or will need to sort of summon to match and beat those teams across the course of the 46 games?
It's just consistency for me. You can look at the other teams and we might have bad results against them. We might play really well against the so-called top teams, but it's just been consistent over full season, keeping everybody fit, using the squad, and we've got a good squad. I think we've got two players in just about every position, and either or. There's no guarantee of who's going to play. The team played. There were some lads the other day behind closed doors at Huddersfield. Spoke to the manager today, said they were excellent, and that's what we need. We need everybody to be on it every day in training. Reserve game, behind closed doors games, so everybody's ready. One drops out, next man up, and it's just keeping consistent and picking up points as we go along.